Hi there, I'm going to look at what level of vitamin D that you can take that is highly dangerous for your health. Welcome to Medic with High Jargons. Now, this is a question I get asked all the time as a pharmacist with over 20 years experience in the field. So listen very carefully because I'm going to go through all this right from the beginning. First of all, there are two types of vitamins. They're either water soluble or fat soluble. The water soluble ones are not too bad in excess because your body has a way of getting rid of them. The fat soluble vitamins, like vitamin D, are very dangerous. So, vitamin D, if there's something to remember today, is that vitamin D is a fat soluble vitamin. And in excess, that can be dangerous. Now, the second point I want to look at is this. What are the natural sources of vitamin D? Now, vitamin D you can get from oil fish like salmons or sardines or mackerels. You can also get loads of vitamin D from red meat and egg yolk. The third point I want to look at is supplements of vitamin D. I mean, people take supplement, which is fantastic all year round. But the question is, when do you really need a supplement of vitamin D? If you're living somewhere like UK where the sun is not available, especially around the month from September to March, then really those are the time you need vitamin D. So any month, any time between October and March, taking supplement of vitamin D is key. Except if you're housebound or for one reason or the other, you need more of it. Talking of needing more of it, if you're, for example, going through menopause, or if you're an elderly woman, then you probably need more vitamin D. That's a different matter. But ordinarily, most people who are just going about their normal business, doing their things, going out every day, you need the supplements from the month of October to month of March, mainly. Now, what is the level of vitamin D that is normal? What is the normal maintenance dose? I'm not talking of therapy, I'm talking of maintenance dose that you can take every day. The normal maintenance dose of vitamin D is 400 to 1,000 international units per day. In other words, if you take anything like 400 units, that's fine. Up to 1,000 units per day, that's fine. I mean, in some supplement, they will share that information as a microgram. So in other words, if you're taking anything between 10 microgram to 25 microgram per day, then that's fine. So the main point I'm going to mention next is, at what level does vitamin D becomes dangerous? Before I go into that level, I'm going to ask again, have you subscribed? If you haven't subscribed, please hit that notification button and subscribe. It really encourages me to release, because the thing is that this is a channel where I give you information that helps you from your day-to-day health. Things you need to do, things like UTI. Okay, how can you stop your recurrent UTI? If you haven't watched my video on how you can stop recurrent UTI, I advise you to go to my page. While you're subscribing, look for that and also watch. Or if you're a young lady and you don't know anything about chlamydia, especially if you're under 25, or if you have someone under 25, please get them to go and watch my video on chlamydia. So the fifth point I was going to mention is this: at what level does vitamin D becomes dangerous? Now, if you take anything up to 4,000 international units per day of vitamin D, that's very dangerous. What is that in microgram? That's equivalent of about 100 microgram per day. That's a dangerous high level of vitamin D. You don't want to be taking that level every single day unless the doctor have said so. And what is the danger of overdosing at this level? Now, like I said before, vitamin D is a fat soluble vitamin. So at that level, what will happen is that your body produces a lot of calcium. What we call hypercalcemia. You get high level of calcium in your blood, and that will result in the weakening of your bones. And also that can cause a kidney and heart damage. So the last thing you want is to, while you're trying to make things better, you make things worse by the level of vitamin D you're taking. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share. And see you next time. Goodbye.